Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Sideline Access Podcast. It has been a minute for me. It's been over a year since I last filmed an episode. I've just kind of been a little nervous about it, but because of you, honestly, I told you a while ago that I wanted to do one, and I was like, well, I just have to have her on.
Oh.
So everybody, welcome Miss Paula Grooms. And we're going to get into it, find out a little bit about you and where you're from, and all about the Tigers, Clemson Tigers. That's why we're here, right?
Yes.
So, all right, so let's start. Where did you grow up? Where were you born?
I born and was raised in Wadesboro, North Carolina, which is like 18 miles above Charles, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
So,
And then how'd you end up in Clemson?
my husband's job brought us here.
What kind of job did he work at the time?
He worked for Colonial Pipeline, and he was running a warehouse.
Was that like near Clemson, or was it in like a surrounding town?
Well, the pipeline runs from Texas to New Jersey, so.
Oh, wow.
But he was running a warehouse here.
Okay, cool.
Near here.
How many years ago was that?
47, I think.
Yeah. Did you ever have like a moment where you kind of just
No,
wanted
it was 45, excuse me.
45?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a while ago. That was a while ago. But did you ever have moments where you like felt like you wanted to get out of Clemson at all? Or
No, never.
Do you remember?
We're actually in Anderson, but no, we love Clemson.
Yeah. And what was the moment that you realized that you just fell in love with Clemson?
I don't know, we've always been sports fans, ACC, and when we got here, we just couldn't wait to go to the first ball games, and we just fell in love with it. We love how it's run here, so.
Just felt like home, huh?
It did.
Awesome. Well, something that really stands out to me about you, and I think anybody who knows who you are in this town knows you for being the Clemson basketball grandma.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. How did that even come about?
Okay, my children, Stacy and Brandon, both graduated from here. And Brandon had a son, Jag. His name was James Austin Grooms, so we did the first initials, Jag. He grew up with us, getting him after daycare. And we'd go exploring. We'd go to where they were building or whatever, so we went to the airport one day. And they said, he loved the planes and had talked to pilots and been to, they let him come in the planes. He was all excited. He was 5, And when we got ready to leave, they said the Clemson basketball team is getting ready to leave in a little bit if you'd like to watch them take off. And I said, we've had season tickets forever. Yes, we want to see them. So we went to the fence there, and they came in on a bus, got on a plane, took off. Nobody said good luck or have a good trip. Or we said, when are they going to come back? And they told us, I can't remember now. We were all there standing at the fence and watched them. They got off the plane in the bus and left. And I don't know, maybe it was a God moment. I thought these boys need something. They need some love, and they need to know people are caring about them and wishing them luck. So we started finding out when they were leaving. We'd go out there, and finally they got to seeing us, recognizing us, and the manager would take us out to the plane, and so that's when we actually got to start hugging them.
Aww.
So it just became a thing.
Yeah, and you've been doing it ever since, right?
Yes, this is my 18th year.
Have you ever missed a game before?
I missed one during a funeral, and I think seems like one more. I was sick, but I did it by video.
So 18 years and you've only missed one game.
Two.
Yeah. But technically you didn't miss the first one because you still got to see it through video,
Yes.
'Cause you weren't there in person, but that shows a lot of dedication for sure. I wanted to ask, you said something very important, I think, which is you felt like they needed somebody there to show them love and to show them that they were cared for and actually appreciated. I think, and that's part of the reason I started this podcast. I feel like in the sports world, a lot of people forget to appreciate the athletes as people, right?
They can't imagine the workout, like that Ironman thing our basketball team just went through. It's grueling. It's vicious. And
Yeah.
they work so hard for us, and they need somebody to say thank you, to know it's appreciated,
Do you feel like fans could do a better job of doing that?
I think Clemson fans are pretty good, don't
That's
you?
good. They do. I love Clemson. I can't say a lot about that for sure. But in the world of sports in general, how do you feel about that topic? When it comes to like other athletes, other sports teams, do you feel like there needs to be more appreciation for them?
I do.
For sure. Why do you think it's so important in their minds?
Just because you just work so, it's like, as a mother, if I work real hard all day fixing a supper, you want somebody to say, that was good, I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know, you want the effort you put in to be appreciated.
Absolutely.
And their effort, any sport, is just beyond imagination hard.
Yeah, for sure. Did you ever play any sports when you were growing up?
Just in school, I played some basketball in
Played
school.
basketball?
Yes, I did.
Were you really good at it?
No. I was okay. We had a goal in the yard, so I got to play a lot at home, you know, practice. So.
Yeah. I played basketball my 10th grade year of high school. I also say that I was not very good. I like to tell people I kept the bench nice and warm for people. My major sport, I liked lacrosse, so I did that for 3 years in high school.
I have a niece that did that.
Really?
So this looks so dangerous, too.
It's a lot more protected for girls because, you know, they have, like, with girls, there are certain rules you can't hit. You have to be within a certain, like, sphere of your space. Whereas with guys, it's like they're just, like, hitting each other and going at it. It's kind of like football almost, but
It is.
sometimes it's a little scary because
It
you got
is.
this whole stick that you're just, like, running around with. So, but no, I think sports I definitely think is definitely important for the youth. I think it gives kids something to enrich their minds in and take them away from things that might be, like, misleading or, like, bad, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
do you feel like a lot more youth should get involved in sports?
I do think so. I have another grandson, Bryson, who is actually a coming up junior when school starts, and he played soccer and was really, really good at that. So there's just so many, but everyone requires so much work.
Yeah, it teaches discipline though. It teaches hard work and ethic and how to, I think it also teaches too how to be a good person when you're like dealing with other people, right? Because as an athlete, you represent, like for instance, Clemson basketball players, we'll use them, right? They represent the entirety of Clemson. So when they go out, they have to go out with respect and they have to go out with dignity and just care, right? Another level of care that sport teaches you. You have to say yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir, right? I think sports is good for our youth because it teaches those skills.
And our coaches, I know Brownell has always prepared the boys to go out and be good men, to be citizens after sports, you know, and to be good husbands, good fathers, good workers, and you know, they prepare them. Now this NIL, when they come and go so quickly, but any time they have with him, I know is very valuable.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the NIL market, that's like, it's good for them, right? Because they're finally, that's another aspect where they're finally being valued, right? Because before, schools were making millions off of players and they weren't seeing anything from it. But now they have the opportunity to have that value. But I think where it gets kind of scary right now, right, is giving them the financial, are they preparing them with the correct financial literacy when they get that money?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah, and it's also too, like, teaching them how to not let that money change them as a person. Or are you still playing the sport because you love it, or are you playing it now because you're getting valuation from it monetarily, right?
Right.
What do you think about that?
A long time ago, I thought, you're selling a shirt with the player's name on it or his picture. He ought to get 50 cents a shirt or something, you know, something from that. I didn't really think that they would create their own businesses, you know, and sell their own stuff yet till they got out. But, you know, different interpretations.
Right, but I think too, you mentioned a very good word. It's a business now, right? And that is important because it can, if handled correctly, you now have a space where you can teach men how to be entrepreneurs and how to market themselves, right?
Right.
Something that wasn't really done before. And like I kind of said before, I think the thing that's just scary is how do we give them the tools to do that properly?
Yes,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Yeah, but I feel like Clemson does a pretty good job of like instilling these guys into making sure they're handling their finances correctly and things, right?
I think
And still,
so, yes.
because we have a very big loyalty rate, I feel like when it comes to athletes, we don't see them going and coming as much as other schools may, right? And I think at least like with football, because I know more about that since I worked with them, Coach Sweeney definitely wanted to like help build guys from start to finish instead of just like swapping them out like trading cards, right?
Absolutely, yes.
So you're good, but I think that's definitely a big part of it too. But why does sports resonate so heavy in your heart?
I just think it's so healthy and so good and enjoyable.
Mm-hmm.
But going back to their representing Clemson, let me say this. The stewardesses and the pilots and all appreciate our men. Basketball, I know how nice the boys are, how pleasant, how polite and friendly, and they don't trash the plane, and, you know, they speak nicely to the stewardesses and the pilots, and they just say they're one of the best teams they've ever handled. They love coming to Clemson to get our team.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
That means a lot too.
Oh,
That speaks a lot of value.
I know I don't ever have to apologize for them.
No, of course. Do you have a favorite memory of like with the team or waiting for them or anything?
Oh gosh, the night we finally beat North Carolina, and it was a storm, but I was out there rain soaked through and through. That was so exciting.
Yeah? You stood out in the rain waiting for them.
Oh, it was a tornado had
Oh
gone
my
through. I mean,
gosh.
it was a storm, but
Wow.
I told the children I was going, so they hopped in the car and went with me.
Hey, but it was memorable, right?
Oh, it was a mess, but it was fantastic.
Yeah. Are you looking forward to any games this year? Well, of course, all of them. But is there like any
yeah.
specific ones that
No,
you
I always look forward to hoping they'll beat Duke and North Carolina, of course.
because
So,
they're the two big ones?
yeah.
Have you ever gone to any away games?
No.
You haven't gone to? Do you plan on going to any?
No.
You just like to go to the home ones?
I'd love to go to one, but I just haven't been able to. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time so much. I hope you enjoyed talking with me about Clemson and basketball and just, you know, learning this place and developing a real love for it, right?
Well, thank you so much. I enjoy talking about Clemson basketball especially, but Clemson is a wonderful place.
Thank you. And if there was any athletes out there maybe thinking about coming to Clemson, what would you tell them?
Come on. They've got wonderful coaches, wonderful facilities, and it's like home.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you heard it from her, and she does not tell any lies as somebody who went to Clemson and graduated. So thank you again, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the next episode. All right, have a good one. Bye.
Bye-bye.